Now, whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
I've got news for you. You are mine now. You belong to me.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. This ship will self-destruct in 3 minutes.
Yo, what's up, everybody? So, it's time. It's my happy birthday stream. Yep, today's my birthday. Damn. Quarantined birthday. But we did it. I got through. I got through today. Some gaming news popped up too. Damn. And I've been drinking. It's go time, baby. You got Grinds My Gears back in town. Maybe I have some guests. Thank you, Glorious Kev. Do not get me Game Pass, you cheap bastard. It's only $1, damn it. Shit, Gears 5 is free. But it's in Game Pass. But it's free. Yeah. We'll do that. So, damn. Let me get to my stuff over here. I'm also streaming on the Twitch. If you want to hit me up over there, hit me the follows. I'm trying to get to the 50 because I want to be a legit streamer. I want to be the next ninja.
What's with kids today, huh? No respect.
Oh shit. Also, YouTube pulls that kind of blocking all my nice sound clips. Hold on, let me make sure this thing's this. Damn. But what a day. Cyber Dragon, what's up? How many candles? All right, guys. You ready? The big 4-0. Holy shit. Old man gaming, right? Old man friggin' gaming. God damn it. First console was Atari, but I really spread my wings in 85 with the NES. But yeah, it's the big 4-0, man. Big 4-0 was a big, not too much I could do today. I had a lot of plans, but I did some traveling before this whole thing went down. So I consider that part of like my exploration, like what I did for my birthday, you know. So I kind of planned ahead. Grab the Rogaine shit. Oh, grab the buzzer. Get my own haircut. Should be real, man. I'm gonna get my own haircut. Oh shit, Sam Ash. I know, but hey, man, we're never too old, man. I'm still like, hey, I have a joy with my son. We play some games, man. You know, as long as you're a kid at heart, man, we're never too old. You know, even though life tries to throw some crap at you, man. Work was a pain in the ass today. That's all I gotta say. They had the nerve to say happy birthday to me in the morning and then give me a whole bunch of bullshit to do the whole day. I was like, damn it. What's up, Brian V? Mog? What's up, the coon? Over the hill. Oh, shit, he called me an old man. Like Sam Ash, go at the coon. He's calling me an old man. 1985. I guess he's 5 years younger than us because we're old men. So anyway, now that we get all that old man bullshit, Cyber Dragon, what's up? Glorious Kev, first one here. He said, you better do a show, Jazz. You better do a friggin' show with all this horse shit and bullshit going on. Damn, Glorious Kev's like, this shit's up. You gotta do a show. So Big Keith, I don't know, man. I was in the chat with the guys. I don't know if Merc's busy tonight. But, I shot him out. Like, we could get him jumping in here and kind of do like an ad hoc ultra preset podcast. But yeah, I don't know if they were doing it, but I just I had the time. I pulled away. It's my birthday. I was like, you know what? I just want to jump on there and just start going, doing my grinds my gear shit. You know, doing my stuff. Because I'm like, woo! And wait, whoa. We got to save on that one. Because we are talking about an Inside Xbox. So we gotta hold that one off because damn. Oh, damn. But anyway. So just to start talking about stuff. So there's been some craziness. Salty, what's up? How you doing, man? Crazy day, man. I tell you, I don't know if it's the situation that's going on, but this stealth dropping news on the Twitters. Thank you, Socrates. Thank you so much. Now hit that like button, guys. Let's get the Grindhouse together for a one night of
another one.
Craziness. Oh, yeah. Screw them. They're going to hit me with this one. I don't care, YouTube. Hit it. You can't hold me down. Give me my copyright horse shit. I'm using my soundboard. All buttons are a go. I even have this new one. It's my birthday.
You're bleeding, man. I ain't got time to bleed.
That's right. I ain't got time to bleed. You want to know what? I got another hit for you.
This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
Yeah, strap this on your sore-ass plane.
Thanks, Salty. Thank you. So let's share this thing out. Let's get the likes up there. Go sign up over on the Twitch. We're going to do this. Fortunately, we lost 2 grinders over the weekend. I don't know what happened to them. I lost 2 subs. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I was being too nice. What's up, Jemiah? How you doing? Maybe I was being too nice. Well, I'm not going to be too nice today. No nice. Okay. So let's go. Let's do this. Let me see if I get this thing going on here. So the first thing, and you know, this is what I do when, so this stealth dropping, man. People be stealth dropping just news. Like, I was like about to eat dinner, and all of a sudden I see this controller. And I'm like, oh, is this another mock-up? God damn insiders. Come on, man, with this horse shit. Frogs, what's up? I'm going to open up the thing. I'll get you guys come in here. But, like, engage full nest mode. Yes, Socrates. But I'm like, God damn. I'm like, is this another right? I had to look, because you never know nowadays. You got to look at the who's it from. You got to look where it is. Is this real? And I was like, yo, that looks pretty good. And I was like, is this another mock-up? Oh, shit. Is this another mock-up? And then I looked, and it was from the official PlayStation blog. And I was like, oh, shit, this thing's real. Yo, this thing looks like something out of the future. And I was like, yo, it kind of... And here, I'm going to do my thing here. So, we'll get the impressions, because I already gave my impressions. Thank you, Ray. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the birthday. I don't have a birthday thing here. But, should be hitting, do it again. I love this.
Sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
Oh, man. That does tickle my funny bone. So here we go right here. We're going to go with the things. So, where's the, oh, there it is. So this is the official thing. So this is the official PlayStation blog where it came from, right? So I saw this thing pop up, and I'm like, what is this? Oh, this is what I wanted to do. I want to make the, hold on, I want to make the Grindhouse. We got the Grindhouse has to be here. Where's the Grindhouse? Is this it? We gotta put the Grindhouse over here. We put the Grindhouse over this bullshit. I don't know if you want the chat thing there. And we'll put behind. And we'll mess her up. I don't want to mess up everything. Damn it. Damn it. Oh my gosh. But I can still see the chat. Just when I share my screen, I'm just gonna you're not gonna see the chat. That's okay, guys. We'll come back to that. So yeah, so I saw this thing, right? What's up to Floyd? How you doing? D Almighty, yo! So, I was like, this is a real render? I was like, what is this thing? So, I was like, wow, this is friggin' cool looking. It's friggin' sleek as hell. And then I didn't think, because I was like, remember they were talking about an LCD screen here and all this other stuff. And we're going to come back full circle. I'm just going to go over just a little bit of my initial impressions of this thing. And then we're going to bring it back, because we're going to talk inside Xbox. And then we're going to talk about Series X and this thing. That's my plan. That's the plan. I just want to talk about my initial impression when I saw this thing. And I was like, damn. I was like, oh, this has got to be a fake, because there's no LCD. Like, that they were saying there was going to be something, right? Like, like an LCD screen here, something like that. But no, it wasn't. I was like, oh, okay. Then I went right to the blog, right? Yeah. I know the thing with the white, too, the Floyd. Yeah, sometimes you can get dirty and stuff like that, because I know it was some crud guy in my Xbox controller when I was there with the white thing here. But, some of the mock-ups of just the colors, the two-tone on the controller, like, it's pretty awesome, man. Like the two-tone ones. And what's pretty interesting too was their thing about talking about where the light comes from. So the light comes from here. There's nothing on the top, which makes you think, like, okay, well, this is not going to work with the camera. The whole reason why the light was on the DualShock 4 was so the camera could detect it and stuff. So this thing is going away from that, right? So that light is really just to indicate if you're player one or what color your team is, or any light effects and stuff like that, which they kind of moved it to the DualShock 4 where it had it in the top of the touchpad over here, right? Yo, man, Twisted, definitely. Shout out. What's up, Twisted? How you doing? Definitely. This thing is set for colors. Go, like, yo, this is going to look like cool as hell with this two-tone on the front, man. And I love that they looks like they still came to have the same type of analog sticks, nice, short, and stiff. I'm telling you, like, I love the Xbox controller, but after using the PlayStation controller, I can't go. The Xbox controller drives me crazy with how long the sticks are and how loose they are. Using these shorter sticks on here just feels like you have much more control, where I feel like I have to move a little bit more because the Xbox sticks are higher. And they're definitely less tension in them. So I love the PlayStation sticks, which I really was never a fan of this kind of like the two sticks together. I was always like, I like the opposite, the Xbox one. But I've grown to really adapt to this. I like this, and I love having the D-pad here because this really works great in platformers and stuff like that. And fighters, it's incredible in fighters. Like, it really makes the controller really blended for everything, where you can't really use that D-pad on an Xbox except to kind of choose options and stuff. Like, you're not reaching over. It's unnatural to reach over to a D-pad and play a game like that. Like, the D-pad is great for like using menus and stuff like that, but to use that D-pad as to control an entire game, I can't really do that with the Xbox controller, and it really takes you out of fighting games and platformers that I would never even think about using a D-pad for a platformer. But actually, using the PlayStation controller, I actually default to using the D-pad for platformers. Oh my God, your controller's broke. That Elite controller, man. Oh, but yeah, man. So just the design of it, really, I really like the look. It looks like something the next gen, right? Yeah, DualShock. I tell you, I really adapted to it. Like, yeah, I really adapted to it. So, like, looking at this, I really like this. I also like the big shoulder buttons, too. I like how they pop out. They look like they might pop out a little bit more than the DualShock 4, but I do like that. Those bumpers on the Xbox controller, they belong in the garbage. In the garbage.
Come on. Do it. Do it.
Put them in the garbage, please. Those bumpers sucked. And they broke. They were the first things to go, man. You bumped your Xbox controller, they started rattling, and they broke. Right? The other thing that they talked about was this. So they don't call it no longer the share button. Now Xbox calls it the share button. So, and I'm going to compare the two of them. I got the photos. But like, Xbox has the share button, right? Now Sony has, we got a create button. That tickles my grinds. Okay? I like that. Because I got to tell you, if they somehow have this button work with capturing video and photos like it does, right? Yeah, DualSense, right? Yeah, a DualSense. But if it really it integrates with the video editor that's on the PlayStation 4, if they have something like that on the PlayStation 5, that Share Factory, that shit's lit. That is a full-blown video editor. You could do a lot with that thing. Overlays a lot. That's like Sony Vegas in there. And if they integrate that with the create a button, this button that use content, like you can do it now, but it'll be very interesting if you click on that and it captures it, and then it could take you to like a create a workshop where you could kind of tweak a video, blah, 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 send it out or edit it and send it out. Man, I like that. I like the creators button. That sounds pretty awesome. I hope that shift goes to creating like cool highlights and stuff like that to upload. It'll be pretty awesome to do that. And then they got the options button here. And then this looks like it's still the touchpad. You know, they still kept it, you know, the touchpad here. And then the speaker. And then this is your PlayStation button, the home button right here. This is not, it's no more a circle. It's actually a logo, which is pretty cool. That is pretty awesome. And then the biggest thing, they still got the speaker. The biggest thing, I'm assuming this is a mute button. And they got a friggin' microphone in the controller. Now, for you old-time grinders out there, and we're going to do another angle of it. For you old-time grinders out there, I've been saying, since the Xbox had this whole microphone thing with Kinect and Cortana, and they were pushing Cortana and all stuff, I was like, why don't, with all these revisions that they made, they put a headphone jack, they added Bluetooth, they come out so many friggin' revisions of the Xbox controller because they had to fix all the bullshit, right? I was like, why didn't they put a microphone in the controller to do the commands, like take a screenshot, snapshot, open up this game, just so you didn't have to yell across the room, because that was always the problem with Kinect and Cortana, and you had to yell. And then it would only pick up some of the things. And if your game was playing, good luck with that. But if you have something that's close to you, it will pick up your sounds just like the controller. And I don't know if I'll get into this now, but might as well. Nah, I'll get into it later. But like, just saying, like, why Xbox didn't they were really all about like voice and Cortana. Hey, Cortana, show me my friends list. Hey, Cortana, is this person online? But they wanted you to yell across the room to connect with an array of microphones picking up everything else. This, they say here. So going back to what they were saying with the microphone is that, what do they say right here? So just to jump back, they go, the buttons you'll notice is no longer a share button that we had in the DualShock 4. Don't worry. In fact, we've built upon the success of our industry-first share button to bring you a new create button. With create, we're once again pioneering new ways for players to create epic gameplay content to share with the world or just to enjoy for themselves. More details. That's awesome. DualSense also has a built-in microphone array, which will enable players to easily chat with friends without a headset, ideal for jumping into a quick conversation. But of course, if you're planning to chat for longer, it's good to have a headset handy. So, I've been hearing too, and I don't know if it's real or not, but there's going to be some sort of like, you know, the voice control of like, hey, like open this or capture this or do something. There's going to be some sort of Alexa type functionality with some of the dashboard features, I think. I don't know. You know, again, this was with Kinect and all this other stuff. But again, having the microphone in the controller adds stuff. Thank you, Glorious. Thank you so much. Having the mic in the controller, just with the speaker, adds some stuff. Like it basically is a communication device. Similar to how you use Alexa in your controller or with your Fire Stick. Like, hey, search for this, open this. Like, just things like that. I'm not saying, like, you're going to use it like Kinect is going to run your life. But, you know, having it in the controller makes so much sense. Because it's closer to you. You don't have to yell across the room and scream at it. And it picks up some commands and doesn't. It's closer to you. Let's see how they use it. But having a microphone in the controller is awesome. Lights, yes, Sam Ash. The lights on the side is awesome because now it indicates what you're doing. I love the design. USB-C. They got USB-C, so both controllers have USB-C. But look at these L1 and L2. Look, they're kind of raised up. And also, too, the other difference is that there's no space. If you look at your DualShock 4, there's actually a plastic in between the L2 and the L1. This one looks like it's a divot. So it looks like that they kind of just blend into each other, where you could kind of switch between the two of them pretty smoothly. You don't have this divot of plastic here. Yes, thank you, PlayStation 5 Ultimate Gaming Console. Yep, it's my birthday today. And so that was the design of it. So I was like really impressed. I showed my son. My son was all excited. He's like, "That's the PlayStation 5 controller." I was like, "Yep." I was like, "It looks really cool. It looks like something out of the future." And the fact that you could just talk into it. I like having a big mute button right there, so like you could just mute it and you use headset. But it'll really be interesting to see how it works. The other thing that they talked about in here was the Tempest 3D audio tech, or the Feel Immersion. That's what they're having with the sound, right? But the other thing is that it's going to get. Did it say where's the Rumble thing? So here, we concluded that the sense of touch within gameplay, much like audio, has been a big focus for many gamers. We had an opportunity with the PlayStation 5 to innovate, to offer game creators the ability to explore how they can heighten that feeling of immersion with the new controller. This is why we adapted haptic feedback, which adds a variety of powerful sensations you'll feel when you play, such as slow grittiness when driving a car through mud. We also incorporated adaptive triggers in the L2 and R2 buttons of DualSense, so you feel the tension of your actions when drawing a bow and an arrow, which sounds friggin' cool as hell. I did like the rumble triggers. I thought it was interesting, but again, they just kind of rumbled. So like bumping they felt, but if they could do tension, that's big. So like if you have something, this is me just thinking, but if you have something where, say, you give a game like Call of Duty, right, and you add modifications to your gun, and it actually affects the tension of the button. So like, if you have the gun first and the gun is just like a single shot and it has a more tension, you can't hit it as often, or you can't really spam it because the tension's there. But if you add modifications to the gun, now the gun possibly could have lucid. Oh, hey, add this mod and the tension is less tension on the trigger, and now you could feel it. That's like a physical response to a game modification, but it's very interesting. And the thing is we'll see how they do it. There could be gimmicks. We have to see it to figure it out, because I kind of went through the whole Xbox One launch and there were a lot of gimmicks. What's up, Wound Up? How you doing? Wound Up Penguin. We'll see. But but I could see this stuff used. And what's funny is that even the speaker and the PlayStation controller, as much as a gimmick people said it still has some effects, and it's funny, a lot of games use it. It hasn't been forgotten about, which is very interesting. So we will see if they use these features and stuff like that. Like even the light bar per se, like changing different colors depending on your health and stuff like that. Yep, Wound Up, it's my birthday today. Yep, birthday stream. So even that, where they have they use the features of the controller. And I do think that the PlayStation 4 controller is much more advanced than what the Xbox controller has evolved to. Like, I think there was a lot more features in the PlayStation controller, just with the base built-in Bluetooth from day one and headphone jack. Like, it's crazy, and you could use it just as a Bluetooth controller. Microsoft caught on to that. And then not having the light on there. So I was like, this is awesome. I can't believe, this is awesome PlayStation news, which has been, it's been kind of rough. Like, and for them just to drop this, I thought they were going to show the controller at Mark Cerny's presentation. But obviously they didn't. So they didn't show it at Mark Cerny's presentation, but I thought they were going to. But hey, they dropped a stealth tweet and a blog and called it the DualSense, and there's some cool tech in it. And I'm really, oh man, look at all the likes. Holy crap. It blew up on Twitter. It blew up, man. So, and then I've been seeing here, I just want to share some of the renditions. Like, here's like a black one somebody made. That one. I've been seeing so many different colors of it. Where is it? Everybody's been, what the hell's that? They've been doing so many freaking colors of it. I saw one that had a whole layout. Oops. Yeah, like looking in red. Dude, and then they filled in the logo and stuff. Man, they're going to... the design is clean. It's futuristic. And I saw some people showing like what was it? Like something out of what is it? The Detroit Become Human, right? Like future robots and stuff like that. Like really, yeah, red. Look at the red one. Like this is pretty simple. People just doing color swaps on this stuff. Where is it? There was some other ones here. There was one that somebody just did a whole bunch of colors. Sorry, I didn't have it up. Did I have here? New. Is this it? New. Oh my god, what the hell's that thing? Let's look at the photos again. I think somebody did one where there were like a whole bunch of different colors. I should have had it up there. I was just going through my feed of the PlayStation controller colors. But yeah, that red one looked cool. There was the there was one where somebody did like a two-tone. Everybody's holding a different controller. I gotta do like DualSense. That'll give me the ones. Sorry. But yeah, let's see some of these renditions. The black one looks awesome. And then, here we go. Yeah, so look, like, here's like a yellow one. And these are just color swaps. Like, you know, there's the, like, that was a sloppy one. Like, there's like a pink one. These are those are like bad ones. But yeah, you can see where it goes. So I already did. Oh, yeah, of course, right? Yeah, you would think that. And that brings me to plain old this one. So when I did the when I looked at this thing, I was like, okay, they fixed the bumpers a little bit. I like that they did the D-pad. They took that from the you know, the Elite, like that kind of a D-pad right there. And but I thought that like they weren't very inspirational like this. This was kind of just like an adaptive design. They just added the share button to it and they kind of tweaked it a little bit. It was a tweak. It wasn't this kind of really like revolutionary controller in the sense that it's going to do stuff. Like it really is just really, I just thought very uninspired, very kind of cross-generational, very kind of like just like, we don't believe in generations. Here's a, you know, a modification to the controller that you already have. A safe bet. And that's been Microsoft. Like, you know, they're going into this, like, it's safe. It's a safe bet. Like, you know, they really didn't want to change anything because I thought, you know, they might have really stepped out of the box. They probably said, no, we're playing it safe. And, you know, Sony's really, you know, going out there and really the things that they've been talking about with this PlayStation 5 is, you know, just the way the design is and the stuff. It sounds really like getting ready for next generation. Like you could really say next generation and look at it. This doesn't really do that. You know, you look at this and you go next generation. It's like, no, okay, yeah, the share button. And then also along with the same news, that today, what did I say? Tom Warren, Xbox dashboard. And along the lines of seeing that PlayStation 5 controller, right? Seeing the PlayStation 5 controller, then looking at what Microsoft did, yeah, and then seeing this article today, right? This right here, where the hell do you go? T covers right here. He says about the Xbox Series X dashboard will be the same as the Xbox One. They probably will do like an update to it, but basically they're going to have this thing shared, and you know, and I think the real title of this should be just again the tale of two companies. Microsoft doesn't believe in generations. Their job is just to do this cross-generational kind of melting pot of just Xboxes and PCs and phones and just a melting pot that's kind of cooked in a bowl of clouds. You know what I mean? Like they don't really, they're not trying to migrate an audience. They're not trying to get you to, but they don't care. They're like, that's why they're going to make the same games for the consoles for the next 2 years with cross-generation stuff. Where PlayStation seems to be really going, we want you, the next generation, we're making you jump into next generation. You know, you want to drop $500, you're going to drop it on futuristic kind of next generation console features. Now, that gets you excited in the beginning. Maybe they have some games that support it and stuff, and then maybe as the years go on, they don't support it. But as an initial purchase and an initial jump on, if these things don't appear as gimmicks and they show some legit applications of it, that will get people to upgrade. That and the games. And the games on the PlayStation 5 will have features just based off the hardware alone. So when you grab a PlayStation 5 game and you use this controller, there are going to be features and interaction and things right off the bat just from grabbing this controller. Whereas you grab this one, you got to go grab a spec sheet to go, well, this is what Microsoft has to show it, right? They got to show it. Because just looking at the box, just looking at the controller, it seems very safe. It doesn't seem like something that I'm going to drop my money. I can't wait to buy this next controller. But when I see this, I'm like, I can't wait to play a game with this controller and see and feel and use the features of it already. Just by looking at it and hearing about it, I'm interested in this, and I'm willing, as a consumer, this looks very interesting and more appealing and get excited for. Where we put a share button on it. Oh, we did fix the D-pad because our D-pad has been garbage for a decade. We're not really going to change our dashboard. We want it to be the same across all Xboxes.
One ugly motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, Social, if they were maxed out of ideas. I just think that they're really just trying to play it safe. They want to get people, whoever's interested in getting the new Xbox, go get it. But their job is not to force people or have people really drop the Xbox and jump onto the next Xbox. That's not their plan. Sony's plan is to say, hey, we got to make this thing not only visually appealing and tech appealing, but we also have to make this thing feel different than the PlayStation 4 to make that investment worth it. We'll see. But I'll tell you, I like this. I think this is awesome. I think the microphone and the controller, I guarantee you, 2 years in, if Xbox is still doing it, they're putting a microphone in their friggin' controller too. And what's hilarious about this microphone thing is that Microsoft is the one who has partnered with Google, with Alexa. You could use Alexa to turn on your Xbox. You could use Google to turn on your Xbox. Why would I use another device to turn on my Xbox when I could just talk right into the controller to turn on my Xbox? Or just press the controller nonetheless. But you're already using voice features. You've been talking about this, Cortana and all this other stuff, but you don't put a microphone in the controller. And this is typical Microsoft. They introduced Kinect and voice activations, and they were taken not seriously. They didn't really have the support from the developers. And Kinect died, and voice actions turned into Cortana, and Cortana died because she came in too late because Alexa and Google smacked her out of the plate. Now they're taking Cortana out of the PC. She was an assistant. Now her ass is just when you log onto your computer for the first time, Cortana tries to set it up for you, and everybody's like, get out of here. It's a joke. Cortana's a joke. So they said, they're killing Cortana off slowly. They killed Kinect. Typical Microsoft. But now we're seeing with Fire Sticks, and we're seeing this with the Roku, Roku. All these things have little voices in the controller. We got Comcast X1 has it. All of them have that stuff. And guess what? Typical thing. Microsoft introduces it. too early. They don't market it. They don't support it. They don't do it the right way. They just leave it out there and kumbaya it and hope that devs jump on. Devs say, no, Microsoft, we don't want to be bothered with it, and Microsoft kills it. Groove Music, Connect, Microsoft Band, let's add it all. You know, everything that they've killed. And guess what happens? Somebody comes along and now introduces a microphone and voice control in the controller, and people are going to be used to that. Because I hear people, oh, well, they're spying on you. First off, there's a big mute button. And secondly, it was a camera. It wasn't a microphone. It was the camera that they sold a friggin' $10 accessory to cover the camera because Microsoft was spying on you. It was the camera. And it was all this spying, Snowden, and all that other horse shit. Now people are used to just yelling out commands and computers getting it done with Alexa and Google. Hey, where do I go now? What time is it? Open up my games. Open up God of War. Instead of scrolling through menus, just turn the control and just say it. Open up God of War. And they come around, and now people are familiar with it. So, and I guarantee you, if this thing people start really liking this, and this is interesting, they will add it. And then they will just they should have added it. It does look like the Xbox controller. It does. And you know what? It's more of this. Like, this is what gives it the Xbox controller look. This curve right here. Because Xbox kind of has that curve. Like this curve around it, right? And the other thing I wanted to point out too, which looked pretty cool, is that it has this textured back. So here, you know, we kind of have it on some of these controllers. I don't think we really have. This looks a better texture, though. This looks like it has some texture. It looks like a similar texture to what's on the buttons. You want to know what, D? I think the same thing. When you look at this thing, and I don't know if I can pull it up, the PS3 concept controller that they showed and never... Here it is. Oh my god, that thing was hideous. I haven't seen this thing in a while, D. My god. Imagine having this thing with the PlayStation 3. Holy crap, that thing is... That's vicious. Yeah, this was it, right? Yeah, this was the PS3 concept. They showed it with the PlayStation 3 at E3 2005. Here it is. Yeah. I had the little button there. Oh my god, you imagine trying to reach those shoulder buttons up there? But yeah, that was the PlayStation 3 concept controller. But yeah, like the curves on it. You got the curves. You got the curves on this thing. But hey, yeah, they nixed that thing, and then they came out with the 6-axis without rumble. Rumble was last gen. Oh Jesus, that was a humdinger right there. My goodness. But yeah, that was that was pretty crazy. That was a pretty crazy thing there, man. Yo, shout out. Thank you. So, guys, thank you so much, Grinders. 32 people watching. Thank you. Like, share out the video. Hit up my Twitter. Hit my Twitch channel, too, while you're over there. Some people watching over there. Thank you. But, yeah, man. It's been crazy that PlayStation 3 controller was like that. The Joy-Cons. You know, the Joy-Cons had the boomerang. Did anybody have time for that boomerang? We saw that thing. It was like, yo.
This ship will self-destruct.
I was like, damn, those Joy-Cons. Those friggin' boomerang controller, man. That was insane. So now that we got through the hardware stuff, I'm liking it. I do like it. I'm excited to see more about it. With that control, but now we got the other part of today. Yeah, no, it's funny, D. Like, Xbox control was trending because people were comparing it or saying like, this is not an Xbox controller. Like, people were taking the PlayStation controller and like if you look at what they were saying, they were basically just talking about the Xbox controller, like in comparison with it. But you know what? We did the comparisons. I think the whole I just like the microphone, man. That friggin' microphone, I think that's pretty cool. You know, I think it's pretty cool. Oh my God. BitCloud. Shout out to BitCloud. Damn, hold on, I gotta share this thing. Look at this. Oh shit, with Spider-Man 2. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That's getting a like and a retweet, BitCloud. Woo-wee. Damn. Now that looks fire, man. Uh-huh. Yep. That looks awesome. I like that. My son will definitely want that. That has been crazy. Now let's see here. What's this? This controller trash. Delete this. J-Main. They zoomed in on the one feature that they got. The friggin' share button. Jesus. Nah, whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like people are like, oh, but like there's a millimeter jack. There's like the tension is. You want to know what? You look at this and go, oh, this is from my Xbox, right? Oh, you could just shoot it to my Grinds My Gears Discord, or I'm in BitCloud's Discord. I'm in all their Discords. I'm in Salty's Discord. But like, you look at this just from a consumer perspective, right? You look at this, and you're like, I saw people showing the Xbox One controller, going, look at this, not even next gen. They weren't even sharing the right controller because they're so similar. All is different is this little button and this little visual. But you look at this and you don't go, oh, that's the Series X controller. But you look at this and you're like, yo, that shit's new. That's next gen. Just from a visualization. You know, just from a visualization. The hell's this crap? And this is what, you know, you try to say, like, just from a visualization, right? You look at these two side by side and you tell me which one is next gen. All right, cool. I'll take a look. Like, that's the thing. Like, if you just look as a consumer, and Sony got it right there. If you want mind share, right? You want mind share. You want to say, hey, the next gen consoles are coming out. Yo, you know nothing about games. Here are the controls for the next gen consoles. Where are they gonna look? Come on. Mind share. Mind share. Something that Microsoft lost this entire generation. Mind share. Where are your eyes gonna get drawn to? Dude. Yo, did you hear the new consoles are coming out? Really? What? Which ones? The Xbox and PlayStation are coming out ones. Here's the controllers. You know, I'm sure they will. There'll be a couple different colors. But this also made me think, like, you know, do you think that maybe their PlayStation console is a white console? Like, they're going to ship with a white console. I don't know if they ever did that, you know, ship with it. I think they'll go with a black console with maybe some white stripes in it, like white parts. But I don't know. It'd be interesting if they go with a kind of like a clean kind of white console look at launch. I don't know. Oh, Snows Jeremiah, no. I was just thanking people. I'm so happy. Like, it's been great. Thank you for the turnout. But no, we're going to talk inside Xbox, Jeremiah. You got to stay. You got to stay, because you know that's when I might have to lose my voice. I got to get. What looks next gen? Come on. Yeah. And it's distinct. It's clean. And this is just too safe. Too safe that it does really nothing. And also, too, Yeah, the dev kit's 3 different colors, controls 3 different colors. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. It might. I think the console might look like, if this color is like a space gray with a white, like, maybe that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna be interested to see if they use anything with the touchpad, because touchpad really was not that utilized, and it has USB-C and things like that. And I do like the lights coming out the side, which is pretty cool, because it almost has. What's cool, I'm going to tell you this, ready? One last thing about this thing, because the light bar on the top of the DualShock 4 was a little intrusive. Like, it was really big, those things. This makes it look like RGB lighting, like subtle, cool accents around the side, which makes it get a little more PC-ish type of that RGB, which I love RGB lighting. So I like that the lights are on the side, because it gives you that kind of sense of, what's up, Sick? How you doing, man? It does give you the sense of like some RGB lighting effects. And if it'll be cool, like, if they do different, like a green and blue, and it changes if the game, like similar to how the DualShock 4 does it, but it's cool with, like, it's a subtle, like an RGB light, which is pretty cool. And I think that's a nice little touch on it. Nice little touch on that. And like I said, you look at this and look at that and you say, which one's next gen? So already, just with a drop like that, and this is the other thing that, and what I do. I just talk about things that come into my head because I have these thoughts and stuff like that, and then I think about it. So the other thing, it's like Microsoft has shared so much information right now on the Series X, right? And now they're like, oh, they got to talk about the games, right? And the thing is, Microsoft talked very early. Sony is going to ramp up. If these things are, they still both confirmed that this thing's coming out in 2020 holiday. If they really want to build a momentum, Sony is going to be able to to gather that momentum, because they still have a whole console to show, and games, and the controller, and features of the controller. When Microsoft kind of already they showed the controller, they broke their system down, they kind of did all that already, and now the games that they showed as we get into inside Xbox, Microsoft blew their load already, man. Like they not saving anything. They're kind of getting the hardware out of the way, which it kind of says to me, it's like, well, then I don't really know, is that hardware even worth it? And to try to put it in a different way, it's like, is the hardware even worth your while? Microsoft just put a whole bunch of power into the system, brute force it, shoved it in a box, slapped a share button on a controller, and saying, here's our next gen console, and we're making games for all the Xbox family now. Oh, okay. Because remember, the difference was there was the Scarlet family, and then there was the Xbox One family of devices. But guess what? That shit changed, and now it's just Xbox family of devices. So the whole mentality of like the Scarlet games, and we're gonna have Xbox One games, that all blurs now with Microsoft Studios. It's all Xbox Studios now. It's all one family now. You got your ones and you got your 12 teraflops. That's for them to deal with it. And I'm going to say something. We're going inside Xbox now. But Sony has all this news in addition to the games coming out. And I'm telling you, Last of Us, I talked about the Last of Us delay. And I basically said, it's going to be a PlayStation 5 launch title, I'm sure. It's going to fall around the launch of the PlayStation 5. And let me say this to you, grinders. All right? That new controller, okay, with its feedback with a tension in the buttons as if like pulling back a bow. Ellie? Hello? They took this thing off the table. They're giving back the pre-orders. They're going to make Last of Us the biggest game huge game across. It's gonna be like what Zelda was across gen, but I think it's gonna be even more because a lot of people might buy Last of Us on the PlayStation 4. What do you say? You see me, but you know what? It's coming. It's gonna be a launch title. It's gonna be a launch title. It's gonna probably use features of that PlayStation controller. You want to wait now? Like I wasn't gonna wait if it was coming out in next month, but if this thing comes out around PlayStation 5 and they got that controller, that PlayStation 5 comes out and it looks hot as hell, and come on, pulling back a bow with tension, and the PlayStation 5 the DualSense. Don't say anything in the microphone because you will alert the enemies. I don't know. You want to play with the sound on and with microphone like true mode where you got to really be quiet? I don't know. It takes a worse in a video. But think about it. They're pulling that off because they're going to prep that thing to be around the PlayStation 5 window. Maybe not a launch title day and date like a Halo, but that. But just looking at that controller, just putting it out there, looking at that controller and having Last of Us 2 come out around that time with that controller floating around, I swear that's like friggin' peanut butter and jelly.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button.
The stores will self-destruct with that. With that merge of feature set, next gen, and Last of Us 2. Sheesh. I think them delaying Last of Us 2 to the thing, it sucks. It sucks. But it could work out in their favor. I'm just saying it could. I don't know what their plans are, but it could. And if they keep Ghost where it is, we'll see. But I have my show before that to talk about it. So now we're going. But again, they got all that momentum in the last half of the year when they're trying to sell those consoles. So like that. Unfortunately, Microsoft has been trying to do this, right? They're trying to keep the momentum with the news. And I told you, the thing is, they got big balls when they talk about hardware and teraflops and cloud. Phil Spencer whips out all the noise. But when it comes to games, they are timid little bitches.
You son of a bitch.
And I'm getting a little tired of it. Okay? Where is this thing? And I'm going to tell you some stuff that grinds my gears. Okay? I'm going to tell you some stuff that grinds my gears. Just because a company comes out and tells you what they're going to show the next day doesn't mean that it's acceptable. It doesn't mean that's an excuse. That doesn't mean that. When Mark Cerny came out and says, hey, I'm going to talk tech for the next hour or so, I was like, oh, maybe they show controller. Maybe they show this. But he came out and talked tech, but the shit was boring. I don't care if he told me what he was going to say. It was boring. It was boring. Now, likewise, Microsoft, the content was interesting, but the presentation was boring as shit. Let me say something here. All right? Let's get hold on. The one good thing about Inside Xbox was that they made it shorter this time. And hopefully it's because they didn't have all the prancing around the stupid Major Nelson studio. Instead, they were all just using... First off, Microsoft, here's a tip. Go get your employees and go get them better goddamn cameras. Because if that was Skype, that shit trash. Those guys looked like they were talking on some friggin' 8mm bullshit video. What kind of webcams do you have? You goddamn Microsoft. What bullshit were those people videotaping on? It looked like some smut film. I thought Nick Cage was going to run out with a goddamn 8mm. Come on. Use that Skype, man. God. It looked like a grunge film. My goodness. But that has nothing to do with the show. I know the situation was going on, though. But come on, man. We got to get a little bit better video quality. The guys should have better webcams. We had a countdown. So anyway, where's my thing? Get over here. Yeah. So anyway, I'm not playing this shit. I know, right? Well, I don't know. The situation from what it is and all that other stuff. Like, look at Phil Spencer. Like Phil Spencer. I hope that he's not using a Surface Book. But Phil Spencer looks like he's coming from prison.
Hope you and your family are healthy and safe.
He's all skipping and stuff.
Times right now and making the best of it. We're all in it together.
The Grand Boys.
Storyline and the single player. So let's dig in to all of that.
So, yeah, here's Grounded, okay? Phil Spencer come from solitary confinement or some bullshit like that. So here's Grounded, right? So we're going to pull out the little excerpt that I found, the little tidbit. Okay? So, here it is. First off, let me just say something. A general statement about this whole Inside Xbox. I'm not saying... we're not going to grade presentation and did Major Nelson have the Twitter boards? Phil Spencer got grandma furniture.
Don't do that.
It's all those Game Pass dollars. But let me just say, since December, right? Where we go? Where are we going here? So,
Yo. Let me tell you something. Do you hear my Philness coming through the speakers? Oh yeah. Let me tell you about all these 12 teraflops that I've been showing since December. Talking power. Unlimited. Oh shit, cut them off. Did that come through and I unlimited? Oh shit. Hold on, I gotta go back. We gotta go back. I didn't realize he's not cut short. So, he's coming back now. Oh yeah, Phil Ness is back, and he has a video. So, hey, let me tell you about this power that I have coming. It's amazing. It's amazing. I can't wait to show you all this power. 12 teraflops. The power. You're not going to understand the power. Now let me show you the power. Look at that grass. Look at that mud. 12 teraflops oozing out of those dandelions. Oh, hold on now. Oh, wait a second. Look at that spike. Woo! The Hovis method and liquid chamber cooling in 12 teraflops. Not scaled. Not scaled.
Yeah. This guy's been talking the most powerful console. The beast is coming. And this whole show, there's not one friggin' game to demonstrate any of that. anything. This is the problem. This is the problem. This is what they did with the friggin' series, with the X1X. You talk all this tech bullshit. Now, Glorious, let me explain. I didn't get the Gears Tactics yet. But Gears Tactics is not on the Series X. They said it's coming later this year. Oh, really? Is it? No definitive date. Uh-huh. Yeah. We'll talk Gears Tactics. But besides Gears Tactics, which is a PC exclusive game, until Microsoft decides to tell us a date that it's coming to all Xboxes, not just Series X, all the Xboxes. They still never said a date. They just said later this year. It's a PC first game. But I'm saying you're trying to sell a console. You're marketing. You've been on point. Marketing a console since December about all this power. You showed Hellblade 2, which was a great move. Great move. Thank you, Kev. Exactly. And this is my problem. And if you go back to the IGN interview, and I really don't want to waste everybody's time trying to look for that clip, but something that stood out to me on that IGN interview was that he talked about a lineup. And he's like, Grounded, Gears Tactics, Flight Simulator, Ori, Bleeding Edge, and Halo. And he's excited about that lineup. And the thing is like, that sounds like Summer of Arcade. That don't, like, besides Halo and maybe Gears Tactics, that sounds like a Summer of Arcade lineup that we used to get with the 360. What's up, Gaming with Persona? How you doing? You know, that's like these are like Summer of Arcade, and people with 360 know what the hell Summer of Arcade was. That wasn't even like the bottom of the barrel of arcade. That was like premier, mid to double A type of games or indie games that were highlighted for the month of the summer, which were pretty good. Braid was one of them. Things like that. You're showing Summer of Arcade games and tell me that's your lineup. Okay. But Grounded, you know, yeah, you killed the spider. This game was supposed to be co-op, right? With a whole bunch of people. I don't know why they're showing there's one guy just flying around. I thought there was supposed to be like a co-op adventure, like Day of the Dead. But hear this. Hear this.
Survival game. And one thing that we're doing with Grounded is playing a lot of survival games.
All right. It goes to preview, right? Watch.
And looking at the genre as a whole to see where we can improve. We tell stories.
Hear this.
So I've always wanted to make a survival game. And one thing that we're doing with Grounded is playing a lot of survival games and looking at the genre as a whole to see where we can improve. First, we have environmental storytelling. So we want to tell the story through the places that you're visiting and do it through the
Bug's
artwork
Life
and the atmosphere of the areas that you're exploring. It's all handcrafted.
What the hell is that?
We spend a lot of time talking about the tiny little details
Wait a
of
second.
why is this thing in the yard in the first place, who put it here, depending on the materials that the things are made out of, how they're placed, what's the purpose of this thing. And we want to make all these details where it's actually a place that feels lived in and it feels alive.
First things first, you're not supposed to be here.
So in the trailer, you've heard a voice, and that's our robot buddy, Burgle. Burgle is your buddy and your pal, and he guides you through the adventure, and he's also just the NPC that you can talk to if you get lost, if you need some help.
You'll either be fine or you will be dead. It's really up to you.
In the trailer, you notice that we do hint at that there's something else going on in the yard, and we do have secrets and layers to discover. So there is some evil force in the yard, and you'll discover who they are and what they're up to throughout the story and the adventure.
Bleeding Edge drop. I know. well.
In Grounded, not only can you play in multiplayer, and it's a great multiplayer experience, but you can also play in single player. We want to support all different types of players.
Yeah, this.
So if you want to be the player who crafts armor and armors up and goes through the adventure, you can do that. If you want to play a stealthy player, you can do that. If you want to just go destroy everything and build up a arsenal of weaponry, you can do that as well.
Combat looks banging, right? Wait. Again, not
What's
end
really
of the world.
exciting to me
This
is
game was
that
all right,
this is
but like
just the start of the journey.
This.
When we launch in game preview, the storyline's not going to be finished. I have tons of ideas. I know the team has tons of ideas. I'm sure the community will have tons of ideas on how to make this game the best game that it can possibly be. So let us know how you feel about it, what you're jazzed about, and we'll work with you and work with the community to see where the storyline goes from here.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Getting it again.
Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm trying to use the phone!
We're really focusing first on what it means to play these games on your phone. So we thought about how can we get as many people playing on a phone as possible.
What? Like, I understand the idea of preview, but this thing's coming into Game Pass. Like, this is going into preview game / Game Pass. But I'm just telling you right here. Exactly, Game Persona. This is Microsoft's MO. Put in incomplete bullshit and have the community feedback. Well, you want to know what, Microsoft? It doesn't work. Bleeding Edge. Oh, put them in there. Oh, we only have a few maps and a few this. Maybe we'll add another character. Game gets 68 Metacritic. Trash. Move on. Nobody's staying to help you build the game and add stuff to it. Sea of Thieves. We're still talking about this bullshit 2 years later. Where's this fucking guy? Where is he? They're still talking Sea of Thieves. Still.
A custom hardware to be.
I can't. Sea of Thieves, well, you're going to help us build the game with your feedback. What is this bullshit, half-ass games getting shoved into a subscription, getting shoved into some bullshit preview? Like, stop. Showcase your games. This motherfucker, this guy looks like he's in quarantine before we even went in quarantine. Shit. But this is the bull. Their games are half finished, half done. Gears 5. Wait, Gears 5. We're still fixing the Nasher updates. We're hearing you. We're listening to you. We hear you. We're coming. We hear you. We're fixing the Nasher. Sorry. We don't know how to make a goddamn game. Why? Why is that their MO? Incomplete. Needs more comment. Like, incomplete. Look. Look. Every friggin' game. Shit. Even lower on PC, damn. But what does it say? A good character roster, good map selection, 2 modes, the limited amount of content, the lack of ranked mode. It's a good brawler, unfortunately, lack of content. But look! Lackluster cosmetics have succeeded, but stumble. Where is it? I'm not even I didn't even pre-read these bullshits. I randomly just came in here and look. If Bleeding Edge can hold up and developers regularly deliver game content, why are these games coming in half-baked? Oh, let's go to Sea of Thieves. What happened with Sea of Thieves 2 years ago? Even the friggin' 76s. PvE content lackluster and forgettable. There isn't enough variation, basic content there. You know what? And then let's look, watch this. Gears 5 updates. Dude, this is called goddamn Google, right? This is called, what? No, I don't even want to go there. I want to go, look, Gears 5 news. Where? You know what? It's even on Twitter. Wait, Gears 5 fixing the Nasher. Look, Gears 5 forum fixing the Nasher. The game's broke. The ranking system was broke. You come in here, you go to these Gears forums, it's half-assed. It had bugs and glitches. Here. Ranking system down the toilet again. Achievements not showing up in Ori. Ori having frame rate issues. Is this the victim? Is this the victimization of Game Pass? Because Microsoft has potential with their games. Lack of content. Game has bugs. Game is not fully completed. You know, there's issues going on. This doesn't work out. This seems slapped together. I just don't understand how all your games have this MO where, oh, you'll create the story. You'll create the story. Let's see. Let's see how many people want to create the story for feedback for Bleeding Edge on Steam. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Bleeding Edge on Steam. Dropping faster than Xbox Live every week. Oh, yeah. 146 people are going to tell you how to fix this game. Dude's done. Like, come on. It's just, we don't need more of this bull. Oh, wait. He even said this. Hold on. He's not even done yet, this guy.
Survival game. And one thing that we're doing with Grounded is...
And you might come across some...
Wait a second. I think he... Glorious Kev. Wait, hear what this guy started.
We're really well known for creating awesome storylines.
Please, am I like losing my ass here? At Obsidian, we're known for making amazing storylines, but we're gonna ship this game with no story, and you're gonna help us make it. Contradicting much.
Another one. And another one. And another one. And
like,
another one.
We make great storylines. But this one...
Grounded, we want to expand on how we tell stories.
Wait, what is that?
So I've always wanted to make a survival game.
I always wanted to make one.
And one thing that we're doing with Grounded is playing a lot of survival games and looking at the genre. Do it through the artwork and the...
Wait a second.
We tell stories. So I've always wanted to make a survival game.
So is it not
one thing that we're doing with Grounded?
Maybe it's not
the
going to Game
atmosphere,
Pass.
the areas, that
Preview
you're-
first?
the yard. In
Does
the
that mean
first
they want
place.
people to pay
Who
for this
put
thing?
it
'Cause remember,
here,
preview's not
depending on
free,
the
everybody.
materials that the things
Just
are
want to
made
let you
out of.
know, if a game goes into preview's not free. You got to pay like $30, $20. You get like a 1 hour demo of the game if you want to play it. And that's if PUBG was the only game that still never had a demo to it. But preview, if it goes right into preview and not in the Game Pass, it's Game Pass preview. Microsoft owns all this bullshit programs.
How they're placed.
First things first.
What's really exciting to me, what you're jazzed about, arsenal of weaponry you can do. What's really exciting.
All right, great stuff. And if you're hungry for more Grounded, the team will be on right after Inside Xbox with a gameplay live stream. So don't miss. Larry's been checking.
So this guy reiterates what's going on, right?
Director of Program Management for Xbox.
He
And
just says
finally,
the same
as we
stuff.
Anyone
Now we get to the
interested in
one.
building out
Oh
their
yeah,
car
look at you want to
Sorry,
know
everyone's
again.
favorite Allfather devotee.
This is what I mean. You look at this stuff. First of all, Major Nelson, please. I don't need a grandpa talking to me
Games like a
anymore,
Red
man.
Dead
We got to get some young people in here.
They left.
All right.
And somebody who's been using this for the last experience.
I
but
look
because
like
you
I'm at work
offloaded
right
it
now
from
with
the
all
CPU,
these old
that
ass
means
people
you're gonna
talking to me.
have
Come
really
on,
hard
we
to
need
go
some.
back and play games
Anyway,
without using
I think Major
these new
Nelson needs to do something
capabilities that
else.
the new hardware is enabling.
All right, I've heard this thing called Xbox Velocity Architecture.
Direct access to them the NVMe controller.
Just put Xbox in some bullshit terms.
Internal performance.
Oh yeah, he does this. Ready?
The existing external hard drive that you have, unplug it from your current console, plug it into your Xbox Series X, and all your games are instantly available to you. And you can continue to run all those games directly off that external drive. So once again,
But he needs to be clear because Major Nelson had to be clear about
before I
something.
let you go.
Honestly, from the team.
Director of Program Management.
Because
for
Major
Xbox
Nelson has to
Series X.
explain stuff to us about the hard drive.
Now, for Xbox Series X games, you can certainly store them on your external hard drive, but when you're ready to play them, you're going to want to move them to the internal SSD or the Seagate expansion drive right here. It's that simple. Anything else
thank
you'd like
you.
to share?
Thank you. So I can't run the Series X features and games off of my external drives. I'm going to have to transfer them over to the internal drive or buy one of your nice proprietary SSDs that get slapped onto the back of the console. Okay, thank you very much. I don't know why Major Nelson has to speak to us like we're you designed that system that way, and that's a clarification that you need to work with. But you want to know what dude? I feel like being talked at. Yo, man, the chat is fucking hilarious. Hilarious. It's not even a lot of views. Look at it. Look at this. It's not even a lot. It's 133,000 views. Like, nobody. There was no reason to have an Inside Xbox. Like, you were talking about the console. Phil was on podcasts and boasting his chest about the power. I'm very happy. I was really happy when Sony did theirs. And, and then he comes on to this thing and they show a bunch of bullshit. They got this guy reading the news to us. Like, I haven't been following the news. And then, just look at this, right?
And now an update.
Not saying that I want it.
10 with Forza Street.
Forza Street!
Been playable on Windows 10 for some time now. We're happy to announce
it's only on Windows 10. It's only on Windows 10. It's a friggin' touchscreen game, right? It's a touchscreen game, but you can use a controller on it, use the keyboard and stuff like that on It's on PC. It's on PC, but guess what, guys? It's coming. It's coming.
that the game will be coming to Android and iOS on May 5th. Forza Street is a new and unique Forza experience designed to be played anytime, anywhere, and excite anyone interested in building out their car collection while winning minutes-long street races in Miami. Android users can now pre-register on both Google Play and the Samsung Galaxy stores so you know when the game goes live. And this is important because everyone who plays the game in the first 30 days will walk away with a 2017 Ford GT as a welcoming gift. By the way, that's in-game, not in real life. This is just not going to happen in real life.
Listen, I understand that nobody wants this piece of shit game. I streamed this game back when it came out last year. It's a friggin' mindless kind of it's almost like what the hell is it? It's almost like a Temple Run. for cars, right? It's going to Android and iOS. It is on friggin' PC. Just put that trash on an Xbox. Like, it just makes no friggin' sense. So they put this thing on Androids, like they put this thing on Android and PC.
And
fine.
to make your time indoors a little easier to pass, Gears 5 is free to play this week for Xbox Live Gold members on Xbox and Windows 10, and it's completely free to everyone on Steam. And while you're playing the game during the free period, you'll get another freebie, the Dave Bautista skin and Batista Bomb finisher move, and man, I would hate to be on the receiving end of one of those. And by the way, that's just in the
Dude, you
game.
missed your friggin' window, Batista Bomb. You would.
So if anyone shows up to your house and Batista bombs you,
Batista was out last year. Anyway, yeah, Batista is
From a
dropped.
brand new perspective that is all action RPG while still quintessentially
He's got the
Minecraft.
lead.
Don't take my word for it though. Just take a look. Fractals, learn what it's like to be a marine biologist, and so much more.
All right, now on to one of my favorite parts of the show where we get to announce a bunch of great new games coming to Xbox Game Pass for PC and for console. Let's take a look.
And they're not getting big third-party games.
Coming soon to Xbox Game Pass for console. The satirical sci-fi space adventure Journey to the Savage Planet lands in the library on April 9th. Drop into an uncharted planet as a low-level new employee of Kindred
Oh, that's
Aerospace
pretty cool, Glorious.
to explore, survive, laugh, and uncover a beautiful,
Batista in
vibrant,
Gears
and
was
wacky
awesome. I got him
planet
when it
secrets.
first came out.
And coming to Xbox Game Pass for PC, if you're one of those people who knows all about the beautiful game from the comfort
But,
of
like,
your
they
armchair,
didn't get, like, a
it's
big
time to put
game
your
yet.
reputation on the line in Football
This is
Manager
Game Pass
2020,
fodder. This
where
is
every
Game Pass
visit
stuff.
called Thermal. This frozen mountain
There's another
environment
Game
will
Pass
have you
game.
venturing from snowy Astia Chronicles.
There's another
Join
one.
siblings Alan and Elmia as they avenge their parents' deaths and attempt to restore peace to Alvastia.
You got dudes,
in heated
200
turn-based
people
battles
playing
with up to
Bleeding
13
Edge.
party members.
You got Ori
Well,
out
we
there.
are pumped to debut
And you're
the
giving me
next
Yakuza,
chapter
a
in the
5-year-old
classic
Yakuza game.
series, Yakuza. Yakuza Kiwami is an extreme remake of the game's first.
That
And
says
don't
your Game
forget,
Pass.
the team recently added perks, which adds from April 14th, Xbox.
You may have bought this planet.
And some DLC for a game that Savage Planet game. The thing is that all this power, everything they're showing, and then here's the only good thing: Gears Tactics, right?
Welcome back.
Kate
Welcome back,
Diaz
soldier.
is dad,
Now
so it's a
grab a weapon.
prequel.
Setting up a perimeter. I'm ready for him.
And she says that it's coming to Xbox later this year. Hey, Erica, how you
Gears
doing?
Tactics
Yes,
was
it's my
developed by a
birthday.
small,
Thank you.
passionate team of strategy game lovers. It's a single-player campaign experience that
Single
broadens the
player.
Gears of War franchise. Here are 5 badass things that you should know about Gears Tactics.
Okay, cupcakes, listen up.
Gears Tactics was built from the ground up for the PC. While it is a turn-based game, we did a lot to make it fast-paced. We serve you a lot of enemies per encounter, and we give you a free action system. So you have 3
I still
actions
don't
per unit
understand what
that you
that
can
whole
use to
thing
move,
is.
shoot, or apply
Built
your
for
skills as you
PC, a
want. So
PC
there's a lot
game
of things to
first.
shoot at.
I turned 55.
Gears
Yeah.
Tactics, the
Holy
main
shit.
character is Gabe Diaz. Gabe is a reluctant leader who's found himself in the motor pool due to circumstances beyond his control, and he's pressed back into service because of the emerging
I don't want to talk over
monstrous
this because
threat
this was
coming
awesome.
from underground.
This
If
is
the
great.
name
I'm
sounds
going to play
familiar,
this. Cat.
He is in fact
Well, it's not
Kate's
multiplayer.
dad, Kate being the main character from Gears 5.
Just like we planned it.
In Gears Tactics, Gabe is on the hunt for an evil locust named Ukon.
Ukon.
Now, Ukon is a geneticist. He's the monster that makes monsters. The Corpsers and Brumox, the big bosses.
This should have
that you
been
see in
day
Gears of War,
one launch
That's Ukon's handiwork.
on Xbox with PC.
Executions will keep you in the fight. Gears of War has always featured these incredible executions that you can do with the Lancer assault rifle or the Gnasher shotgun, but in Gears Tactics, executions have a strategic value.
How is that even possible?
If you run forward and execute an enemy, it will actually grant bonus actions to the entire squad. This means you can keep moving forward and keep your momentum. In addition, everything in the game is earnable. There'll be no loot boxes, no microtransactions. What you see, you can earn. Gears Tactics
Yeah.
is full of customization options. There are 5 different classes in the game.
No
each with
microtransactions. Everything's
30 or
earnable,
more
I think.
skills, lots of combinations of things to find as you level up. Each class has a primary weapon. Each weapon has 5 mod slots, so you can improve the scopes or improve the barrels. All this together creates a bunch of combinations so you can try to win the way you want to win. In Gears Tactics, we also have a cosmetic customization system. Each soldier has 3 slots, the helmet slot, the torso slot, and the leg slot. Each can be uniquely configured, so different colors and patterns and metallic finishes. So if you want to go into the fight against Ukon with multicolored leopard print pants, you can totally do that.
That'd be cool if it was multiplayer.
There you have it, 5 badass things about Gears Tactics. Gears Tactics went gold today. You can pre-order now to play on Steam or Windows 10, and it's included in Xbox Game Pass for PC. Watch for it on Xbox consoles later this year.
Today, we're happy to announce that we are expanding xCloud to
There's some xCloud games. Is this an xCloud game? I don't know what all this shit is. DNA 2. 12 teraflops.
This small UK-based studio isn't even
Hovis cooling.
working on.
This is Ember, and somehow they've become lost.
This is
Pay respect.
some game from Hello Games. Phil
Flame was almost within
put the
reach.
checkbook down
We
and
wanted the
went and
interactions to feel
grabbed some
really
change out of his
tactile.
ass
You
pocket.
don't just press a button, you're
and
pulling on a lever
said, "I
or
want this
tugging
game
at
on
the chain."
Xbox."
The flame spoke.
So, and then they did
Players
an
that
update
require
to
a
the Dash.
unique configuration to play.
come. Now, if you're interested in checking out these new features early, just head over the Windows Insider program at insider.windows.com.
And then they spoke for 15 minutes about
Reaper's Bones.
Sea of Thieves.
This sinister
2
lot
years.
are all about battle and bloodshed.
I don't know why
and
Inside
we'd like
Xbox
nothing
should
more
just be
than
called
for you
Inside
to
Sea of
burn
Thieves.
The other emissaries to the ground. And in the arena,
Fix the
our
Microsoft Store.
explosive competitive mode, we've overhauled your matches to make them even more action-packed. The old treasure maps are gone, now replaced by a single chest marked by a Sea Dog beacon. With only one cash-in location, you'll have to battle hard to secure victory.
The treasure
and
maps
there's no
are gone.
time to waste either, with each contest now slashed from 24 to 15 minutes. Whether you're fighting for glory in the arena or
They're probably
battling
using
for
Surface
loot and
Books. I don't
adventure,
even know what the
if
hell.
you find yourself on the wrong end of a blunderbuss, you're
And this was the last tease. This guy.
And recently, you may have heard also, we announced that we're coming to Steam. Really excited to bring Sea of Thieves to an audience, and it will be cross-play, so everyone's playing together in the same
Yes.
world. Really wanted to keep that community together and kind of break down barriers so everyone can play together. So super excited about that. And there's one final thing that I'm not supposed to be telling you. It's a big secret, but really excited
No,
to...
no.
What do you mean? What do you mean, no? Oh, come on, don't
That's
be...
about enough of you.
Typical Joe. But hey, great to know, as always, that there's some major things on the horizon for Sea of Thieves. Right,
So
everyone.
what I think. That they're he's teasing. I think Sea of Thieves is going to Switch. Because like he's talking about breaking down. I know, right? He's like he talked about like he's doing Steam a favor, man. Steam is like if you want to put it in Sea of Thieves terms, Steam is the friggin' Steam for them right now is their goddamn lifeboat, or they're throwing out a buoy, because they just got to go, yo, just put it on everything. That's why when he's like breaking down barriers, we're breaking down barriers. You want to know what? I think the next step is I bet you Sea of Thieves is either going. I thought the Sea of Thieves is going to the Switch. That they're making a Switch, they're porting it over to the Switch. That would make that I think that will be the next step for it. So I don't know. It was just speculation because like he's like teasing about breaking barriers and things like that. You know, maybe doing that. Never know. But dude, like, come on, man. Don't get to leave the dislike. I don't know. Somebody, I guess I spoke to somebody. One person didn't like it. Hey, man. Hey, hey.
Let Mortal Kombat
What a
begin.
day, right? So there was your Inside Xbox. They teased it yesterday. People were like, oh, there's not a big deal. It's not a lot of news. You want to know what? Like, the thing is that they tried with the show. But I'm not talking about presentation stuff. Like, everything's going on. It's crazy. I'm not going to critique them. Even though they work for Microsoft, I think they would have better, computers and webcams and, a little bit better setup at home. You work for a goddamn it's Microsoft. You look like you're talking from a bunker. Phil Spencer looked like he was at his grandma's house using a friggin' old HP from like 2001. You're Phil goddamn Spencer. You should have a whole stream set up. Damn. Your grandma's house using her old ass compact PC. Shit.
What's with kids today, huh?
Maybe that's why Phil wants to play on phones.
Phone.
He's over at grandma's house. But like, yeah, this is the thing. This is where the carpet. And I'm sorry for the women in chat. I'm just gonna put this in there. This is where the carpet don't match the drapes. Okay. You're talking a big power game, and then you show that. Okay? And I hear people go, they're just getting it out of the way. They're just getting it out of the way. To reveal all the big... Guys, they've been getting it out of the way for the last 2 fucking years. Pardon my French. They're making room for all the bangers. When you going to realize this is it? They're not making room for shit. Okay? This is Game Pass. This is Xbox. Cue the This Is Me song from This Is Me. That is Game Pass. That's demonetized. That is Game Pass. This is it. They're not getting anything out of the way. This is, and know what's hilarious? You shouldn't make that an excuse. I'm gonna, faith-based gaming, Mog. Yeah, exactly.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
You shouldn't see that and go, oh, they're just getting it out of the way. You're paying for that service. Game Pass service. Sony dropped PlayStation Now today. Spider-Man. Just Cause 4 and some bullshit game. Spider-Man. In PlayStation Now. Don't recommend to play in PlayStation Now. But Spider-Man. You can download it on your PlayStation. You're paying for a service. When that service gives you stuff that's like, oh, yeah, man, that's I'm waiting for the big stuff. Then you shouldn't be paying for that service. Okay? Those Game Pass games that they announced, whatever, that's like, no, nice, it's nice. And what's great, what's interesting is that I understand if it's nice and you're playing Spider-Man, or you're playing God of War, or you're playing a good game. But when you're playing half-baked-ass games from their first-party studios that they're helping you got to help them build the game. I got to help. Oh, you're going to help me build the campaign. Oh, we're going to ship more people, more features, more bullshit. We'll help you. And then you show me fodder like that garbage. I'm tired of eating buffet. Where is the meat and the potatoes? Oh, they're just getting it out of the way. They got the hardware out of the way. People really think Microsoft's going to come out on stage and talk, we got Perfect Dark, we got Fable, we got Conquer, we got MechAssault, we got all these wonderful... Oh, and we bought Star Wars from EA, and here's an EA exclusive of Star Wars. Oh, shit, we bought... Oh, Cyberpunk, timed exclusive. People think that Microsoft's going to go out there. Thanks, Jada. Thank you very much. Thank you for the birthday wishes. People think they're going to come out there and they're going to, like, just drop all this stuff. People thought this for the last 3 fucking years. Wait to E3. Wait to E3. I saw XO19 last year. Oh, Phil. That was XO18. Phil. Oh. Guys, you remember them. Smilegate. Who? You know, Smilegate, with this wonderful first-person free-to-play shooter from Korea. Who? Smilegate. I went to Korea and watched Smilegate. Who? Phil. I'm happy about the games I didn't show. Oh man, get ready for XO19. Get ready for XO19. Everwild. Grounded. What? Oh, XO19 is an indie show. Come on now. They're saving it for next year. Wait, who the fuck is Smilegate? They're the guys that are making that stupid first-person free-to-play shooter that Phil Spencer fucking signed. I have no clue. Guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Remember, we had 2 grinders leave. I don't know where they went. But some of my subs went away. Let's get those subs back up, guys. Let's go. Grindhouse. And go get over on that Twitter. We got to hit the 50. Korean Counter-Strike. Get the... Like, this is my... I've been thinking, right? Xbox had a lineup, right? Remember, Aaron Greenberg, Xbox's best lineup ever. Greatest lineup ever. Here it comes. Gears Ultimate, Halo 5, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Fable Legends. That was their friggin' holiday in 1 year. Well, Fable Legends, nah. But that was their holiday. They delayed Fable Legends after that. That was their holiday. That was the last bang. Then came the whole Scalebound fiasco and all that bullshit. But that was a lineup. We got Rise, Dead Rising, Titanfall, Gears Ultimate, Gears 4, Forza Horizon 3, Sunset Overdrive. Those are lineups, right? Now Phil Spencer, then they went ape shit. They lost all their money. You know what? Terry Myerson shitting Phil's coffee. Satya Nadella asked Phil how Nintendo's doing, because Satya doesn't know what a goddamn Xbox is if it slapped him off the head or he tripped on in the store. Satya has no clue what goddamn gaming's about. He just gives a shit about shitting in the cloud. Phil Spencer's like, save Xbox, wearing outside of Redmond with a shirt that says save Xbox. They said, get out of the parking lot, Phil Spencer. Get back in here. Okay, fine. I know you're laying down and being a hippie and you want to protest about save Xbox. Get in here. We'll save your Xbox. All right. Terry Myerson left. They got rid of Terry Myerson because he's shitting everybody's coffee at lunch. Now they saved Xbox. Okay. Now Phil Spencer says, we need games. Satya goes, Phil, here's an open checkbook, but I really want you to use the change in your pants to go pick up a couple of studios. Phil Spencer empties out of his pocket, finds a couple of quarters, some silver dollars. And then he goes out and buys some nice studios. 10 people sitting in the corner. Phil Spencer says, hey, you want to do a passion project? They go, sure, yeah, I want to make a game where you can hit the A button and jump, and I want to make it where you're a clown that takes a shit in the corner. Hey, Phil says, that's wonderful. Perfect for Game Pass. Thank you very much. There's another 20 people sitting over there having a cup of coffee. Phil Spencer goes over to them and, guys, you want to make a game? You know what? I always want to make a game where that you're this character that just sits in a dark room and there's a light that comes on every 10 minutes and you get to see how to get out of the... Phil Spencer goes, stop right there. You had me at dark room. I want that for Game Pass, please. Sign it up. Phil Spencer then goes to another studio and goes, hey, whoa, what are those 5 guys doing over in the corner? Well, they wanted to make a game. They have a bunch of characters that run around on an empty map. They're slow as shit. They have some moves. Phil Spencer's like, well, wait a second. Whoa. Let me go talk to those 5 guys in the corner. Phil Spencer goes over to the corner, talks to those 5 guys. He goes, hey, a second, I heard about this game that it's slow and you have characters and it's open map. It's real that there's some like there's not really fully polished and there's a lack of content, but that sounds perfect for Game Pass. And we could add characters as we go, and people will sign up again for another month when I add a new character. Those 5 guys, get over here, make your passion project. Phil Spencer took a studio of 80 people and goes, no, wait a second, I don't want 80 people. I want everybody to break up in groups of 10. 8 groups of 10, please, and come up with a passion project. We'll call them #Booty Games. And we'll put it in Game Pass. Perfect. And then I'll just go around talking about how powerful a next-gen console is, because they bought it when the X1X, when I was running around and talking about uncompressed pixels, and we had Kudra over there talking about it eats monsters for breakfast and eats monsters for lunch. Eats my ass for dinner. They eat that shit up. They wear the Xbox jerseys. Yo, dude. They believe me with the X1X. I told them it wasn't going to sell. They'll believe me again. Because they love me. I'm Phil Spencer. Phil. They love me.
We're really focusing first on what
I
it
could
means
say
to
anything.
play these games on your phone. So we
I could talk about playing games on a phone.
Playing on a phone as possible.
At the end of last year, I could talk about so many people playing on the phone, and everybody, they will just spread my word because I told them in an Xbox party chat that you could play these games on phones. And everybody's telling me, buy your strap-ons for your controllers because 4-inch, 5-inch phones is the future of gaming, right? Oh, but wait a second. Phil Spencer then switches it up and talks about 12 teraflops and Hovis methods and power and uncompressed pixels and my assholes. And now with phones and streaming, oh no, that's old news. No, now it's about power. Wait a second. Is it RDNA 2 or RDNA 1.75682? I don't fucking know. Who cares? All I know is that it's oozing machismo. The X Series X is oozing so much power. Developers are so excited. Here's Grounded. Oh, but wait, that was in development before Phil Spencer bought them. Oh. I don't give a shit when, where, how, or why that game was when Phil Spencer emptied out his pockets and gave a couple of dollars to the Bido Studios. I don't care. Microsoft slapping their ass name onto this thing. Same thing for Bleeding Edge. Ninja Theory coming off. Now we go rant. If I haven't been ranting for the whole goddamn hours or two, let me explain something here. Ninja Theory was, if you look up Ninja Theory, right? Ninja Theory Hellblade. The awards that it won. The BAFTA award for audio. The Game Awards for Best Audio Design. The BAFTA Awards for Performer. Games Awards for Games Beyond. Game Awards for Best Performance. Artistic Achievement. All these awards. The Molina, the actress. She forgot all the things. All the awards. She has so many awards. You went from being and this is all 2017, 2018. You want to know what? That was before Phil Spencer dropped his bullshit on them. Okay? Sony said, hey, I want that game on our PlayStation. And it's sold as a 1-year exclusive. Phil Spencer said, oh, let's buy them. And he comes out with the 61 rated, 68 rated Bleeding Edge as Ninja Theory's first game under the nomenclature of Xbox Game Studios. Think about it. They came off, they were at their highest with Hellblade in 2017 and 2018. You buy that studio, and I don't give a shit if that game was in the goddamn dumpster and Phil was knee deep in the dumpster in the back ass street. You got to think if I release this, it's like you're good as your last project. Ninja Theory, due to that game, now has a tarnish on it. They can make shit games. They didn't turn any stone. They have not turned any rock. They're not on the up and up. And you got your Xbox, newly named Xbox Game Studios, and all you've been putting out are broken ass games and games that lack content. Look at the reviews. Why are they getting 68s? Why does it get an 84? Why did Gears, your best game ever, get an 85? Not much better than the Gears 4 when it was better. Because the open world wasn't fully realized. It was just in there. It was a time waste. It wasn't fully thought out. It was laziness. It didn't really need to be there. And if it wasn't there, it didn't add any value to the game. The Rift that had a gun that you couldn't shoot. Great job. The Skiff, not Rift, whatever the hell the bullshit is. Had some gun that you couldn't even shoot. Why is this is this a reputation for Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Game Studios? It doesn't scream quality. I'm gonna press power in my asshole. Exactly, and my asshole. I have no clue all the bull that these guys are talking about. But you're coming off talking big honcho, big talk, and this is where I say all the time on my show. You got to back it up. With great power comes great responsibility. And if Microsoft is moving this shit out of the way, which, again, that should not be an excuse. See, for Sony, they could drop bullshit games because you got the big games you have played already and the games that are coming out. You know their roadmap. You know the quality of the games that are coming because you have played them or you see them coming out. The same thing for Nintendo. Nintendo, that's why when people go, well, if Sony did this, the Xbox just gets picked on. It's deservingly so because they have lost respect. Because they have disrespected you as the gamer. You paid for a $500 premium product and they have given you premium bullshit in the games department. Excuses upon excuses. It's a passion project. I took a shit and thought about this game. Hey, I ported UWP overnight because I'm going to put all my games on Xbox. Bullshit, 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 bullshit.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Bullshit. DirectX 12 is gonna change it. It just happens. You're paying for premium experiences and you're getting premium bullshit. And you got to call it out and stop with the excuses. This was it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I don't believe it. It's coming. It hasn't been 3 months, folks. It hasn't been 6 months. It has been 3 fucking years. It's coming. 2 E3s ago, they told me after I watched E3, oh, they're waiting for next gen. Then the motherfucker comes out and goes, all our games are cross-generational for the next 2 years, booty games. So there are no next-gen games from them. They're Xbox Studios. There's no next-gen games. They don't believe in generations. They don't believe in generations, guys. They added a share button. They threw in a bunch of teraflops in a machine and they're shipping it. Good luck. Enjoy it. Eat it up, bitches. And when Phil Spencer was talking to Ryan McCaffrey, that shit's going to be $500 at least. Phil Spencer knows the price. He knows. He didn't make like, oh, we're going to undercut them or anything like that. We're going to be aggressive. I'm happy with where we are. We have a goal in mind. I'm happy. That's $500 bullshit talk. That's what that is. That's just coming out at a premium price for a premium customer who's a premium sucker. Because I see those inside Xboxes, I see the games, I see the content, I see the messaging that they're showing. That does not sell me on a next-gen console. Because there are no generations. There aren't. They don't believe in them. They just want to take the folks who they suck it into the X1X, who they're clearing out inventory, obviously. Matt Picciottello is like, yo, they're clearing it out. They're clearing it out. It was $500 in 2017. Aaron Greenberg wore a varsity jacket saying Monster is coming. And jumped out of a limo for a release. That thing's 3 years later, it's fucking on clearance. The trade-in value is like $75 less than a Pro that came out a year before and is $100 less. If that doesn't tell you something, that should tell you something. There was no demand for this product because it's bullshit. The games do the talking, and the games haven't been doing the talking. So if everybody's saying the games are coming, you've been talking that for 3 years now. Like, that's enough. This is not just like, oh, fearmonger, it's only been 2 months. No, bullshit. It's been too fucking long. And it has to stop. These inside Xboxes should not be excuses. Oh, they told us. They already told us it was going to be trash. Yeah, but you want to know what? See if Major Nelson with his fucking 540p Xbox One S webcam hit a little button and showed Halo 5, Halo Infinite trailer. Right? All of a sudden inside, and it looks amazing. All of a sudden inside Xbox is the shit. Right? All of a sudden. He hits a little button and shows Halo Infinite trailer. And it looks amazing. And they show gameplay from Halo Infinite. This is a Halo year, remember? Right? This is a Halo year. They're waiting for E3. There is no friggin' E3. Wait for E3. There's no excuse now. There is no goddamn E3. There's not even going to be a web version of E3. But just stop. Like, this is, you know. Yeah, right? I wish I could tell my boss. 3 years. It'll turn it around. The excuses. And then on top of that, when, like, these PlayStation games go to Xbox Game Pass, people are just like, oh, this is awesome. Really? Really? No, like, because Microsoft suckered everybody into Game Pass. They had people pay for 3 years of goddamn Game Pass when they didn't even know what games are coming into it. So you're just like there by friggin' default. Oh, whatever. They when I said the mic, I said I like the microphone. Like, ponies are worried about Microsoft listening on. I'm like, I'm not no friggin' pony. What are you talking about? Dumbasses. Wait for E3. Oh, what's going on? My stream is all whacked out now. It's like the Phil Ness is coming, flowing through. But man, what's going on with this thing? Should work. Okay. What the hell's going on? Is the stream lagging? I don't know if it's just me. A couple of frame rate drops. Yeah. Whatever. But anyway, guys. There's no excuses. Alright? State of plays, things like that. Hey. They serve what they are. But Microsoft really, you know, now that you have the most powerful console, you can't be showing a bunch of that kind of stuff, Game Pass fodder and things like that. Like, you got to have big budget games. And if you think that you're going to have to show, this is what's coming from our studios, we got this little Hello Games, 5 people made it, and and that's the kind of stuff that you're shopping for, and you're just going to let third party just try to use the power of your console, that's going to fail. Just like the X1X, that method doesn't work. You need to have the games from your studios. All right? And I hope that they come. I hope. People are like, oh, it's all coming in the showcase. Let's see some games. All right? But that's all we're seeing to talk about. You know? And what's crazy is they're still talking about Sea of Thieves. Like, really? Is there nothing else? And State of Decay 2 updates. Like, really? Like, I don't understand. Like, you have no... We're going right into next generation. Like, why don't you... There are no generational games. Like, that's the thing. People are like, oh, they're saving it for next gen. There is no next gen. All the games that Microsoft is making are going to work on all the consoles. They said it for the next 2 years. So, what are you hiding? I don't get it. And now, we got the controller, right? I'm waiting for PlayStation to drop PlayStation 5 only exclusives that look incredible. And if they do, you know, grinders, where to come. Either go to the Twitch or go here, because it is going to be lit. Because that whole kumbaya bullshit don't fly. All right? And let's see Phil Spencer buying exclusives. Is that Hello Games with that little character jumping around? Is that a Phil Spencer exclusive? Is that what he was talking about? Or did he go buy The Witcher 4? Yeah, I don't think so. Please, do me a favor and tell me I'm wrong, Microsoft, so that we could play some great games on our PCs. Shout out to Glorious Kev. Or give me a reason to buy your goddamn console. Hell, right? Have the same operating system across, same interface across all the platforms. Yeah, great job. Like, good luck. Please, change my mind. Because if I'm wrong, I'll be happy to be wrong, because that means we're getting great, amazing games and not half-ass game fodder, lack of content. We're fixing this. Preview. Help me develop the single-player narrative game and pay $30 for games. Please. Do me a favor. And I could say Predator. I like the Predator. You know what? There's trash in it. You know what? Is one. I'm not banking on the friggin' Predator as my kind of like, dude, that's our lineup. No. That's a nice to have. That's like, oh, that's neat. Because we got games that are coming. We know what's coming. Nintendo dropped what's coming. Nintendo dropped a game that looks better than Bleeding Edge. For free. Online, for free. Online coming in May. Nintendo, some ninja game that looks 10 times better than Bleeding Edge. And it's a free to play. Which Bleeding Edge should be. That's a $30 game, Bleeding Edge. Ouch. Remember, Microsoft's trying to sell these games too. They're not just Game Pass fodder games. They're trying to sell them too. But anyway. I want to play some games now for the rest of the evening. But guys, yeah, the highest. Thank you so much for like 35 people live. Hey, thank you so much for coming out, and thank you for all the birthday wishes. This was a great birthday stream. Had to get it out there, but being in the house, I had to do a real genuine grinds. And it was exciting news came out on my birthday. So hey, it fit. But please hit that subscribe button. Like the video, share it out. Let's build the grinders. And also, please follow me over on my Twitch channel at What Grinds My Gears 7780. The link is in the bottom. And I want to thank you again. So many people. Glorious, Twisted, J Dubs, The Floyd. Who was what's his name? Jemiah was here. There was Mog. Sick Humor was here. Salty was here. Salty was jumping in on my Twitch one. But yeah, Erica jumped in. And Carolyn Williams, Game of Persona. Oh, there we go. I got to unhide some of these things. Sam Ash, Wound Up Penguin. Hey, I go on PlayStation Ultimate Console. Social Joins. Yeah, I want to thank you all for coming out, guys. And again, this has been Jez7780, What Grinds My Gears. And we're going to be in for just stay safe out there, everybody. And we'll get through this. And we're going to get some great gaming coming soon. And I want to thank you again all for coming out. And we're just going to leave you with.
I'd buy that for $1.
That's basically the value of what Inside Xbox was. Yes, I am, Mog. Final Fantasy 7. So I ordered it. It was gonna come. Amazon bullshit. I ordered the middle edition, deluxe edition, and it was supposed to come on Friday, and then they told me now it's coming on Monday. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy it digital and just not get the physical copy cancel from Amazon, or just wait and play it. But Final Fantasy 7, I played it at PAX East. Friggin' lit. Oh my god, I loved it. The combat, awesome. Incredible. I can't wait to play Final Fantasy 7. It's going to be great. Great. And currently I've been going through Doom. Doom is fire, man. Doom Eternal is awesome. Yeah, and then just going through some of those games. I've been playing that Spellbound. That game's on PlayStation. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of that stuff. But Doom Eternal, man, I've been rocking with that. That's been great. But I'm going to take a break from Doom Eternal because I played a lot of it last night, so I'm going to probably play something else. But see what's going on. Some of the sales going on. But I pretty much have so much stuff to backlog and all that other stuff. Thank you, Game Night. Thank you so much. But yeah. Then play some games and see where it goes from there. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this stream up. I want to thank you again for coming out. And I'm probably going to need another drink. But my goodness, it just gets under my skin because I see that stuff and I'm like, I know what this is. Like, it just, they don't learn, man. They just don't, I don't know why they even had to do that. Like, it was just drop us some tweets and stuff like that. And Sony timed it, man. They said, oh, you're doing Inside Xbox right before the friggin' show. They dropped the friggin' controller. Got the gaming world lit. I'm telling you, man, they're not messing around. As people think that they're scared or they're afraid, Sony's not messing around. Okay? Sony's not going to give you a pass, man. They're not going to. They're going to stomp on you when you're down, unfortunately. Nobody's going to do a Microsoft 2013, okay?